being out here in the dark is a special time because there's more animals that don't realize that the water is left. So you'll see a ton more sea stars right exposed. It also focuses your attention right on what's right in front of you, so you can watch the sand dollars' little spines move, and you can take the time to look at all the little tube feet of its cousin, the sea star. This is an ochre star.
Oh, it's an anemone eating a pipefish. Oh, and he's struggling. Oh, he might get out.
Might be.
Look at him. He's struggling. He's fighting. I think he might.
So this is a graceful crab, and this particular crab happens to have eggs. And Casey, she's in the first couple stages, right? Because they get darker as they move along in pregnancy. And it's not quite like a Dungeness crab. The number of ridges here show you that it's a graceful crab and not a Dungeness, as well as the purple along the legs.
What have you been finding?
Well, we've been finding the sea stars, of course, and then we saw the nudibranchs with the eating the anemones. And we saw some of the red and green burrowing anemones. We saw some shrimps and a lot of crabs.
Yeah, the burrowing anemones are fun too. We put the light up next to a burrowing anemone, and the red ones especially glow with that light coming in from underneath it.
Is
We're
that
looking at the clam down here?
No,
Oh, the parchment worm. Yeah.
Okay, so that is a parchment worm.
Parchment tube worm, yeah.
All right. I'm finding a lot of, in the eelgrass here we found a few fish, some bay pipefish, which are wonderful little fish that resemble a seahorse and intertwine with the eelgrass. Often are the same color as eelgrass, a brown or a green. So a lot of cool little finds here. Here's a couple little sand dollars. These are no longer alive. When a sand dollar is alive, it's a lot like a flat urchin covered in black spines. These have lost their spines, are no longer alive. These are very small specimens. These get generally the size of your hand. So some cool stuff out here today. Having a good time.
Oh man, that was a brilliant wow. Oh man, that's so worth it!
There you go.
Oh hey, so
Nudibranch
those are another species of nudibranch's eggs. They're different from the ones we saw earlier. And you can see that they look different. The ones we were looking at earlier were ribbons. These ones are circles that have a bunch of little stringy tubes in it.
Oh, that?
And it might belong to our friend the shaggy mouse.
Look at that big one! Oh, it's getting eaten.
Specifically, this is what we call a mossy chitin. It's got these hairs on the side of it. But underneath this shelled back, as you'll see, every single one of them has 8 shells. These little shell plates that come off the back, kind of like armor plating for their back. And they use that to crawl around and keep their backs safe. And underneath, there's a really cool little mouth and foot, just like all the other slugs out there have.
We're at the Sand Dollar Bank at Marine Park, and right there if you see the little radial symmetry out like a wheel, same as this one, and they're all covered with those itty bitty spines. Watch that for a bit.
Oh yeah. I didn't see it before, now I see it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And these are two our cousins. They're both echinoderms, which means spiny skin, right?
Back exactly the way you found it, so that all of those things that are hiding underneath the rock, the little barnacle-eating nudibranchs or the chitin or the sea stars that are hiding under, can stay under. And then the other things that need to be on top, some of the seaweed-like things or the barnacles that have to be on the surface grabbing things with their little feet, let them be on the surface. So just make sure everything kind of goes back the way you found it.